Morning, guys. I have a few TikToks for you today that are reactions to the possible overturning of Roe versus Wade. Let's check it out.
I am physically sick over what's going on.
So, if you don't know already, somebody has leaked documents that seem to suggest that the Supreme Court is about to overturn Roe versus Wade. And this will allow states to draft more and stiffer restrictions on abortion.
I am so disgusted. I just listened to a really popular guy on here say how he does not care about what's happening.
Well, that's the easy answer. We don't care. Just last week, women were telling us that if we didn't have a vagina, then we had no say in the matter. Why should we care now? Because you need us? Well, that's typical.
He simply just does not care about Roe v. Wade. And you know why he doesn't care is because he's not a woman. It doesn't affect him directly.
He's not a woman. He's a man who has no say in a decision that determines whether his child lives or dies. It's okay if you kill him, but it's wrong for a man to abandon him.
A woman is the one who has to carry a baby all by herself. And she should get to choose whether she wants to do that or not.
I agree with you 100%. I think where we differ is when that choice is made.
I'm honestly having such a hard time getting through today because the thought that our choices and what we decide to do with our bodies is getting stripped away.
Well, don't worry. You don't have to be so dramatic. You'll still be able to sleep around. California, New York, places like that will never stop allowing you 304s to have abortions.
This is scary. I'm honestly in disbelief right now. I feel powerless. I feel like I have no control.
Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you were never really in control.
And it's the same people who are no, I'm not going to wear a mask because of what the government says. It's those people who are in support of this overturning of Roe v. Wade.
So you're telling me that people who are against government control are happy that the government will have more control? Somehow I'm not buying that, girl.
Which makes absolutely no sense, because now you think the government should be able to tell women what to do.
Well, you females want the government to tell us men to stop being so manly. Wominists are always screaming at our leaders to tell others how to live their life. All their professional victims accept discrimination until it's against them.
Please make it make sense. This is really, really bothering me today. I am a Christian, and I believe in pro-choice.
I only believe half of that statement.
And the backlash of that makes it even harder. I just feel so lost right now.
Well, go get you a gallon of ice cream and watch Netflix with your cat. You'll be fine.
A man who has no idea what it's like to have a woman's body is taking away the choices that we have.
I'm sorry, this is too much. It wouldn't be so bad if there weren't so many of these girls that are programmed with no understanding of the word hypocrisy. It's all about them.
And if you are a man and you are standing up for us, thank you. You are so much appreciated because we need people like you standing up for us. I'm literally at a loss for words.
Well, you sure had a lot to say for somebody who's at a loss for words. I think that's probably about as deep as you get. But also, you can be against government regulation and be against abortion at the same time. But you can't be against only the government regulations that target you personally.
So are we going to make male masturbation illegal now? I mean, if we're counting, cells as humans, then, jerking off on some titties and into a sock, like fucking manslaughter, man, and that's a whole lot of babies. Like,
Man, the mouth on this one. I bet she's taken a few shots across the brow, if you know what I mean.
I think we need to start legislating men's bodies too, since we want to do it to women. And yeah.
Well, that's right. When a woman is unhappy, she has to make sure everyone else is unhappy too.
What if I told you that misogyny is real, but it's coming from men on the left?
I would say that, yes, misogyny is real. But I would tell you that it comes from anyone.
Because you know how they paint the picture that misogyny is from conservative men? Well, let's think about this first of all, I have never had such awful, vile, hateful things said to me than from a man on the left. Very creepy, borderline threatening to where I have to block them because they freak me out that much.
Well, I can see that. Liberals have no morals, no conscience. They actually think being vile is attractive.
What people fail to realize is the sexual revolution and abortion happened in the same decade, and they were first promoted by men like Hugh Hefner.
So it's all men's fault. First, let's make women sexually liberated. Then, let's make abortion legal. It's genius. Or maybe the normalization of abortion was a necessity for making casual sex accepted by society.
How do you guys not see the parallels between the sexual revolution and abortion, the legalization of abortion? It's almost like the men on the left want you to be okay sleeping around with a bunch of men, make you think that it's your idea, and then be able to kill your child. These things don't benefit women, they benefit men.
Well, it's almost like they want to kill your child because they want a bunch of dead fetuses to sell. It's almost like there's a large demand for aborted babies.
So suddenly all the pro-life men got very quiet. Where'd you go?
Well, this female is one of my very first returning stars. Last time I seen her, she was ready to go lesbian. Let's see what she's got today.
You sound so sweet calling yourself pro-life when you're really just hateful, misogynistic men.
So now pro-life is misogynistic. I think that's it. Women have officially designated all male behavior and beliefs misogynistic. That will make it easier to outlaw us.
Go on. Tell me to close my legs one more time. And by the way, you sound so attractive and sweet and respectful when you say that.
Well, how many times does somebody have to tell you? When I was in high school, there was this girl that got so drunk at a keg party that we had to use a belt to tie her legs together so she would stop trying to screw everybody. I mean, her girlfriends helped us do it.
There's nothing more attractive than listening to a man disrespect and degrade another woman. Hey, and pro-choice men out there, where are you?
Well, this may surprise you, but I'm right here. The government should not tell you what to do with your body, just like the government should not tell me what to do with my body.
Where are you when women are being attacked? Where are your masculine protective energies?
Well, my energies have been suppressed by years of legislation and discrimination. You wanted this world. Now you deal with it.
You think sitting quietly in the background while we continue to fight is an honorable thing to do?
Do you think having casual sex for pleasure, then killing the product of that pleasure, is the honorable thing to do?
So go on. If you have any more comments, let's talk about it. I'm sure there's plenty more that you'd like to say.
Well, there is, as a matter of fact. Although I'm against government control, I am not a man who runs away from his mistakes. When I was 17, I got a girl pregnant, and she got an abortion without me knowing. It was 20 years before my sons were born. 20 years I spent thinking about the child I lost because its mother didn't want it. 20 years thinking I would never have another shot. That's probably why I fight so hard for my boys. I can't fight your fights. I got my own battles to deal with. But that's all I got, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you soon.